Hello! In this video, we'll learn how to import supplier receipts and invoices using the Inbox Purchases feature. First, access the feature by clicking the 6-square icon next to the Reports module at the top of the screen. Once inside, there are different ways to upload supplier invoices. One option is to configure an email address that you can share with your suppliers. Any files or documents sent to that email address will automatically appear in your Inbox Purchases module. The other option is to manually select or drag and drop the files you want to convert. In this example, we'll use this method. Select the invoice you want to upload to Inbox Purchases, and the Convert button will become available. Click Convert, and you'll see several options. First, choose whether the document is a receipt or an invoice. You can also choose between manual mode, which is the traditional way of entering invoices, or OCR processing, which uses artificial intelligence to automatically read the document. In this example, we'll use OCR processing. Select Invoice and wait a few seconds while the AI reads the document. Once the document has been processed, you'll see that some products are already recognized because they exist in your STEL Order catalog, while others will be identified as new products that are not yet stored in STEL Order. The same applies to suppliers. The supplier may already exist in your account, or it may be a new supplier. In either case, the system will always give you the option to save them for future use. Products that already exist in your catalog can be assigned directly. If the name or information does not match exactly, you can manually assign them to the correct product record so that all historical information remains properly linked. For example, in this case, the supplier is already saved in our supplier list within STEL Order. If it were not assigned automatically, we could search for it in the supplier list and assign it manually. The same applies to products. Any product with a green check mark is already saved in our catalog. Products that are not yet saved, such as the pliers or the fire extinguisher in this example, can be added to the catalog if desired. In this case, we'll leave them unsaved. As you can see, the system imports the invoice price, quantity, subtotal, and taxes assigned to each invoice line. Once everything has been reviewed and verified, click the Import button. The system also allows you to assign multiple lines at the same time, which is especially useful when working with larger invoices. This lets you save or assign several products to your catalog in a single action. Since we have already reviewed the information and everything is correct, we'll click Import. The system will automatically take us to the Purchases module under Supplier Invoices, where we can see the imported invoice. As you can see, the invoice includes quantities, prices, discounts, and all the information contained in the original document. As we mentioned earlier, products that were not saved to the catalog have only been created for this specific supplier invoice, while assigned products remain linked to the catalog. At this point, click Save, and the process is complete. After importing an invoice, a feedback window will appear, allowing you to rate the import process and provide comments if necessary. This information can be useful for our development team when improving the feature. You can also filter the supplier invoice list to display invoices created through Inbox Purchases or invoices created using other methods, making them easier to locate. In addition, the activity column will indicate that the invoice was imported through OCR processing using the Inbox Purchases module. If we return to Inbox Purchases, we'll see that the invoice we just converted is now marked as converted and linked to its corresponding supplier invoice in STEL Order. Within the inbox list, you can also use the same date filters available throughout the platform or filter invoices by status. And that's it. I hope this has been helpful. And remember, STEL Order makes your life and your business easier.